going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am really excited for this video. I know this is a little bit different than most of the videos that I do, but I get a lot of questions regarding Poshmark and how I've been able to make a full-time income from it. So I thought it would be amazing to share with you guys everything that I do and everything that I've done to be able to generate over $60,000 on the Poshmark app in less than 2 years. That's not clickbait. I really truly do make thousands of dollars every single month in profit from the Poshmark app. And in this video, I'm going to share with you everything that I have done and learned over the last year and a half or so to be able to do that. So whether you want to go part-time and just make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, or you want to go full-blown, full-time and learn how to make this a full-blown business, just keep watching. So first things first, if you want this to be a business, you have to treat it like a business, which means you're going to have to invest into the business. You are obviously going to need to invest into inventory, clothes, bags, accessories, or whatever it is that you want to sell in your closet. I personally have a niche. You don't really have to do a niche, but for me, since I do have my fitness Instagram and my online fitness business, I do sell 90% fitness apparel simply because that's just kind of the route I wanted to go. It's things that I really like. Every now and again, I will sell something different if I see a really good deal on something or find something really great at the resale shop to sell. So you have to figure out what you want to sell, and you also have to figure out where the best places are to shop. So whether you're shopping at Goodwill, Plato's Closet, Last Chance, outlet stores, whatever it may be, something super important to keep in mind when you're shopping is profit margins. So you might see an item that you feel like is a good price, but you have to keep in mind what you're going to actually make on that item and make sure that the profit margin is large enough to where you're not only going to make, a couple dollars, because that's simply just not worth your time. So when I'm shopping for items, my rule of thumb is I try to only purchase items where I think that I could double my money on that item. So if you are new to reselling, it might be easy to get caught up in something being a good deal or a good price, but it has to be a good enough price, again, that the profit margin is large, that you're gonna make a decent amount on that item. So if I don't think that I can double my money on that sale, I most likely won't purchase the item unless it is a larger item or a more expensive item and I can still make $20, $30, $40 above on that item, then I will still purchase it. But if you are purchasing clothing, you do want to, I say, try to only purchase things where you know you can double your money. If you're buying or selling things like designer bags or luxury items, obviously you're not going to double your money with those. If you do, that would be awesome. But if you are going to purchase something and you know you could probably profit $100 on it, definitely still purchase it, even if you're spending a couple hundred. So that's just my rule of thumb because I do purchase mainly clothing. The next thing that is super important to keep in mind is don't waste money on clothes that aren't going to sell. So that might seem really obvious, but I find that I've seen resellers, they might find something is cute or they just like the item and so they want to sell it. But if it is not a known name brand, it is either not going to sell or it's going to take a very long time to sell. The goal should always be to sell items as quickly as possible, right? To keep things cycling through your closet as fast as possible so that you can make more, spend more on inventory, and just keep things rolling. So I personally only buy things, since keep in mind that my niche is fitness or athletic apparel. I purchase only things that are Lululemon, Nike, Adidas, Champion, things like that. If I see a top that's really cute, but it's just not like a popular brand, or it's something like Under Armour or something that people do wear, but it's not super popular, I just don't purchase it, because I've found over the last year and a half that things like that simply don't sell. People go on the Poshmark app because they are looking to get a cheaper price for name brand items that they don't want to pay full price for. So most people are also going to the app and searching for things. So if they're searching for a certain item or a certain brand and you have all these listings that are not any known brands, no one's going to be searching your items, no one's going to be seeing your items, no one's going to be purchasing your items. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. So whatever your niche is, or even if you don't have a niche, that's totally fine, but just make sure you are purchasing items or purchasing brands that are popular, that are searchable, that are trendy right now. Even if they're not brands that you necessarily wear, just be smart when you're shopping and know what's popular right now and know what people are going to be searching for. And maybe you have to do some research on that as well. And I highly recommend doing that. Just look up different brands, look up what things are selling for, look at what they have sold for. Again, if you want this to be a business, you really truly have to treat it like a business. Do research. There is a lot of trial and error involved, but hopefully this video will help you kind of get rid of some of those errors and find success a little bit faster. The next thing I want to talk about is high quality photos. So this is another mistake I see all the time on the Poshmark app. People have a nice item, or they have a name brand item. It could be Lululemon. It could be even something like a Louis Vuitton bag. And the lighting is horrible. It's a grainy photo and it's just not going to sell. Think about when you shop online. You really, really are more inclined to purchase something if it's either modeled by someone, so you can actually see the way that it fits, at least on somebody, even though they might not be your shape. You just want to see how that item looks, how it fits on an actual person, or a really nice modeled, not on necessarily a person, but just modeled on a mannequin or just a flat lay or something to really make the photo pop. If you, again, are shopping online, you're just going to scroll right past something that doesn't catch your eye. So if you're taking photos and they are grainy and they're not in good lighting, they're not going to catch anybody's eye and they're not going to sell. I cannot stress that enough. I personally model almost all of my items. I don't model all of them because if it is something that's like totally not my size and I can't even get it to look flattering, then I'm not going to take a photo of myself wearing it. But if that is the case, then I will put it on like a nice rug. I'll make sure there's natural lighting coming in and take a good quality picture of that item. Many different photos, different angles of the item, all different parts of the item. It's really, really important. So especially too, when someone comes to your closet, if they can see that all of your listings are taken, all of the pictures are taken in good lighting and they're good quality photos, it makes your entire closet pop and it makes people more inclined to want to scroll and see what else you have. So super, super important to take good quality photos. Something else that is extremely important and honestly critical if you want to make sales on Poshmark, at least somewhat quickly, and that is sharing. So this is something that actually took me a while to realize. Months went by where I was making sales, but I could have made a lot more sales a lot faster if I would have implemented this tactic, and it is sharing your listings. So this is something that can honestly be pretty tedious. However, there's a couple different options that you have. So sharing your listing just simply means clicking on the listing that you already have available in your closet and clicking share. What that does is it brings it to the top of your closet, it brings it to the top of everybody's feed who is following your closet, and most importantly, it takes it to the top of whatever brand that item is in the search. So if someone, for example, if you share a Adidas hat in your closet and someone searches Adidas, the first item that's going to come up is your hat because you just shared it. So sharing is crucial because it brings your items to the top of the brand categories, to the top of people's feeds, and just more exposure. More exposure means more sales, So super important to share your items. I have gotten to the point in my business where I hire a virtual assistant, and they do my sharing for me. So this might not be the best idea in the beginning if you are looking to save a little bit of money or you do have the time yourself to share the items, then do it yourself. Even if it's only 3 to 5 times a day that you're sharing your entire closet, do it. It's really, really important. The more you share, the more sales you're going to get. I promise you, this is probably my biggest tip. However, if you have a full-time job or you are working on another business on the side like myself, and you do have the money or the resources to hire someone to do it, I highly recommend doing it. I personally pay, I want to say $50 a month, and the person shares my closet 10 times a day. That means they start at the bottom, they go all the way to the top, they share every single item throughout the entire day. I get sales all day, every day, and all I do is list the items and take them to the post office. I personally don't do any sharing. It's amazing. If you do decide that you want to hire someone, I went on Upwork, or maybe it was Fiverr. You can go on either one. Actually, I think the one that I have right now is from Fiverr. And you can go on either one of those websites and just search Poshmark Sharer or Poshmark Shares, and you will see people. Make sure you pick somebody that does have good reviews and understands kind of what you're looking for and stuff like that. But that is super, super helpful, and it's also really affordable. A lot of the people that are the virtual assistants on those apps are from different countries where making only $50 a month sharing your closet is a lot for them. So it's a win-win situation for you. It's a good situation for them. So it's a great way to really share your closet, get a lot of exposure, give someone else a job, and get sales. There's so much that I have learned in the last year and a half doing Poshmark. It has been an awesome opportunity. It has been a learning opportunity. And if you guys want even more tips and you want every single solitary piece of advice that I can give you, I did create an ebook. I do have a 5-step guide that is completely free. Most of those things I did go over in this video. However, you can find that down below in the description box. Once you click on the 5 free steps, it will give you the option to upgrade if you would like the full ebook that really shares how to go full-time and just scale this as a full-blown business. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any additional questions, please comment below. Please be sure to like this video. It helps support my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.